I hope all of you are having a good New Year's Eve morning. I'm Pat Batchelor, and we have breaking news. A usual heat wave is impacting Metro Detroit, with the current temperature being 94 degrees, with a heat index of 100, even though sunrise is 4 hours from now. A heat advisory is currently in effect, due to the unusually hot temperatures, and meteorologists are currently investigating the cause of this weather phenomenon. This is the first time that Detroit has ever experienced a temperature of 90 degrees or warmer in the month of December. Hold on, I just got word that astronomers have discovered a very large object has entered the solar system, and little is known about this object. An investigation is currently underway. An administrative message will be relayed over the emergency alert system shortly. Please stand by.
The following message is transmitted at the request of the National Aeronautics and Space Administration. At around 4 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, a sudden heat wave has been reported across the United States with temperatures of 110 degrees at the highest being reported across the United States. It is unknown what caused this mysterious heat wave, and investigation is currently underway to determine the cause of this mysterious event. In addition to the high temperatures, there have been many reports from astronomers about an object the size of Uranus that has entered the solar system. Scientists have determined that this object is moving towards the inner solar system. NASA will continue to track this object as it moves through the solar system. At this time, all residents are urged to drink plenty of fluids, stay in an air-conditioned environment, stay out of the sun, and check up on relatives and neighbors. Heat stroke is an emergency. Call 911.
This is WDET-FM. For those of you just joining us, I hope you are having a good New Year's Eve morning. I'm Pat Batchelor, and we have breaking news. Mass rioting is currently taking place in the city of Detroit, in which the rioting is caused by the panic, which led to citizens believing that the ends of the world is near. We now go to Russ McNamara with the latest details on the riots. Russ.
In a groundbreaking move of mass panic, rioters are damaging property, looting, and even setting buildings on fire. A riot as severe as the one that is currently occurring is more severe than the 1967 and 1943 riots. The motive of the riots is the astronomical event that is currently being investigated by the National Aeronautics and Space Administration, which led many to believe that the end of the world is near. Police so far have arrested about 173 people. The Detroit Police Department has urged everyone to lock all their doors and windows and remain indoors, with a curfew being immediately in effect from now until tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. Police have also said that if you go outside during this curfew, that you will likely be arrested for obstructing an officer. Back to you, Pat.
The Detroit police have also issued a civil danger warning, which will be relayed over the emergency alert system shortly. Please stand by.
Civil danger for the city of Detroit. The following message is transmitted at the request of the Detroit Police Department. Mass rioting and civil unrest have been reported in cities across the United States, including the city of Detroit. Cities that have also reported rioting include Cleveland, New York City, Boston, Chicago, Charlotte, Seattle, and Washington, D.C. The motive of the riots is the astronomical event that is going to occur at midnight tonight, which is associated with the large planetary object that entered the solar system earlier this morning. The Detroit Police Department urges all residents to lock all their doors and windows and shelter in place. Do not participate in the riots. A curfew is effective immediately from now until 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. If you are caught participating in the riots, you will be
This is Fox 5 News in Las Vegas with a breaking news alert with Victoria Saha.
Good afternoon, this is Fox 5 Las Vegas. I'm Victoria Saha and we have breaking news. The current temperature is 122 degrees in the city of Las Vegas, which is sparking concerns for wildfires. A burn ban is currently in effect for the state of Nevada due to the dangerously high temperatures across the state. Residents are urged to stay indoors during this dangerous and potentially deadly heat wave. We now go to Ted Pretty with weather.
The National Weather Service in Las Vegas has issued an excessive heat warning, which is in effect until midnight tonight. A heat index of 130 degrees has been reported all across the state of Nevada. Drink plenty of fluids, stay in an air-conditioned environment, stay out of the sun, and check up on relatives and neighbors. If possible, reschedule strenuous activities for early morning or evening. An excessive heat warning means that dangerously hot conditions are expected or occurring. Heat stroke is an emergency. Call 911. The following message is transmitted at the request of the Las Vegas Police Department. All residents in Las Vegas must evacuate the area immediately. A large fire has broke out in the city of Las Vegas. It is believed that an explosion at a restaurant, along with the dangerously high temperatures, was the cause of the fire, which has grown into a large wildfire. All residents in the city of Las Vegas must evacuate the area immediately. Make sure to have food, water, medical supplies, a flashlight, a first aid kit, and a battery-powered radio with batteries for use during the evacuation. Make sure to tie a white towel to the outside of your home, so that officials know you have heeded the evacuation order. If you choose not to evacuate, you may be putting your life in serious danger. Repeat, all residents in the city of Las Vegas need to evacuate the area immediately.
Good afternoon. This is KNX on 97.1 FM. I'm Mike Simpson, and we have breaking news. Dangerously hot temperatures have occurred across the United States, along with a large wildfire that occurred in the state of Nevada, which was caused by an explosion at a restaurant in the city of Las Vegas. Hang on. I just got word that massive tsunamis have developed in the Pacific Ocean, and a tsunami warning will be relayed over the emergency alert system shortly. Please stand by.
The following message is transmitted at the request of the National Tsunami Warning Center. A tsunami warning has been issued for the entire west coast of the United States. This includes the following states: California, Washington, identified to be Nibiru, or Planet X, is becoming larger in the sky. This object is the size of Uranus, and believed to be solid in composition, resembling a terrestrial planet. It is believed that this object is heading towards the planet. NASA will continue to investigate this event as it develops. Stay tuned for more updates on this dangerous situation.
Gosh, it is so huge. It is coming towards us.
There's nothing we can do now. Gather with all your loved ones as we live our final moments together.
It is unbelievable. Doomsday is really here. I'm going to let the president know that there's nothing we can do, and to tell everyone to gather with all of their loved ones.
Good evening. This is WDET-FM. For those of you just joining us, unfortunately, this will be our final time that we are on the air. The Planet Nibiru will make its impact at midnight tonight, and we are less than an hour away from impact. We'd like to thank you for listening to WDET-FM. For over 75 years, we've been providing local news and national public radio. At this time, gather with your loved ones and let's celebrate Doomsday as one big family as we live our final moments together. May God have mercy on your souls. This is Pat Batcheller, signing off. An emergency action notification will be relayed over the emergency alert system shortly. Please stand by.
We interrupt our programming. This is a national emergency. Important instructions will follow. The following message is transmitted at the request of the United States government and the National Aeronautics and Space Administration. A very dark and unfortunate discovery has been made about the events that have unfolded today. The astronomical event has been revealed to be an upcoming cataclysmic event. A large object known as Nibiru is expected to collide with Earth in the next 15 minutes. This object is the size of Uranus, which means that the planet will be destroyed upon impact and all life on Earth will be wiped out permanently. There is no escape from this astronomical event. There is no reason to stay calm. Go into panic mode. The president has selected a verse from the Bible to be read over the emergency alert system. Romans 6:23. For the wages of sin is death. The free gift of God is eternal life through Jesus. This concludes this broadcast of the emergency alert system.